When the war started in Ukraine and rockets were falling in the city of Odessa, it became clear to the caregivers at this orphanage that they were in harm's way. Every time a siren would go off, the staff would have to take each of these precious children to the bomb shelter and pray that the bombs would miss them. For so many of these kids, running for their lives meant taking a step into the ultimate unknown.
Сирени, вибухи.
Vlad, who's just 10 years old, told me he could hear the sirens and the bombs exploding. They destroyed a bridge by his house, so he and his dad had to drive through the river to cross it.
Ні, так а ми через річку ось так от проїжджали.
The situation became so dangerous. The 75 orphans, dozens of staff, and even some of the staff's children packed up what they could and moved to Romania. There, waiting to receive them, was another person we'd like you to meet, maybe someone you wouldn't expect. This mountain of a man is a mixed martial arts fighter and a national champion wrestler in Romania. He's nicknamed the Carpathian Bear. Now, with these kids, though, he's a different kind of bear, a teddy bear. Instead of throwing punches in the ring, Georghes IGNAT is now using his hands to help. George had just the place for the children to land and welcomed them with open arms.
People ask me, what was the hardest part? Was not to get in Ukraine while, they were bombing and stuff. The hardest part was to find, 100 car seats.
It was no small thing when the people from Romania showed up with their own car seats for George to use. Their compassion helped deliver each of these kids to safety.
I remember when we went down to Odessa, the youngest one was just 10 days old when we evacuated.
And these little kids, do they run up to you and give you
a lot. They surrounded me. It's heartbreaking to see, they call you dad, dad, dad. They shout after you, they need the affection. So I grab them. You have to hold them a little bit each. Each of them, so they can.
Well, the good news is you can hold 5 or 6 at one time.
Yeah, even more if I have to.
Since the orphanage was evacuated from Ukraine, more kids whose parents couldn't bear the weight of their children being in danger sent them alone to stay in Romania. Some of the older kids have witnessed months of bombings. They've seen a lot more than a kid should see. Kids like Katya. She tells me there was a helicopter flying very low. She heard it and was scared. Her sister told her to lay on the concrete floor. And now, when she hears planes, she's scared, even here.
Kids should not experience that. Kids are innocent. I told you about this little girl. When she got here, she had problem with communication. She would not speak. We find out that she, a soldier, a foreign soldier, just put a grenade inside her jacket. Wow. Just making a joke. Since that moment, she could not communicate. The shock was so big.
Oksana is a Ukrainian woman now running the shelter for older kids in Romania. She knows the importance of consistent meals.
They did not have enough food in the families, and especially during the war, because they came from the occupied area. And when they came here, we can be very sure that this food they can receive good. It's helped them to feel that they don't scare. They feel more relaxed. They can be healthy.
12-year-old Maxim says in the beginning it was hard because all the shops were closed, and in some stores the Russian soldiers stole all the food, so it was almost empty. He says when he has the red borscht here, it reminds him of his grandmother's borscht. It is amazing the comfort food can bring. The food supplied by Convoy does more than just feed their bodies. It's a reminder of home and of the life and people that they hope to get back to just as soon as possible.
Convoy is supplying lots of food. And how important is that, I would answer with the question, how important is to have food when you don't have food? It's just that important.
It starts with that.
Yeah, it starts with
Everything
that.
starts with food.
Yeah.
As the daily need for food continues for the precious children at this orphanage, there is a growing need to move more children from other orphanages inside Ukraine here to Romania. Your support of Convoy of Hope is crucial to the work being done here and to the safety and security of Ukrainian children.